Yo, what is up, guys? It is Minsar coming back with some more NFL content. I'm going to be going over the Thursday night game that happened last night, and then going over all the week 2 matchups and giving my personal analysis on what I think will happen. Of course, it probably won't happen. I mean, if you haven't already seen the tier list, I'm already regretting some of the tier lists that I did. But, anyways, let's get into it. Giants and Washington. Fun game to watch. We've been blessed with two good, competitive Thursday night games back to back now. But I mean, Washington wins this because they are the better football team. I play on their name, but they're the better team here, for sure. But they should not have won this game. Their defense, I don't know what's going on with their defense. Their defense is struggling, especially if you're giving up almost 30 points to the Giants and Daniel Jones at quarterback and a Saquon that just doesn't look he doesn't look explosive. I mean, other than his one 40-yard run, he doesn't look the same. I mean, I don't know if that's he's scared with his knee coming back from that. If their line is horrendous. But Daniel Jones did okay. I mean, it's Daniel Jones. You never know if you're going to get good, decent Daniel Jones or absolutely atrocious fumbles 3 times Daniel Jones. It's a toss-up every week. You never know. But with Washington, I expected more from Antonio Gibson. I really think they underutilized him, but J.D. McKissic looked great catching the ball in the backfield, which he's a great receiving back. Can't take that away from him. Like I said, their defense looks lost at points. That's too many points to be getting to the Giants. But shout out Giants kicker. Was it Graham Gano? I don't remember if it's Graham Gano or not. But I think he had 5 made field goals. It's absolutely insane. The Giants could not finish a drive to save their life. I don't know if that comes with Saquon not really having Saquon to finish the drive. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that was kind of a quick recap of that game. Moving on to Patriots Jets. I think this game is gonna be one of the Patriots. It's gonna be very close. Zach Wilson had showed flashes last week of him being that guy for the Jets. 2 touchdowns in the second half after getting shut out, and he got hit a lot. Lost Mekhi Becton, so we'll see. They really need to keep him protected, or some Deshaun Watson rookie year, Joe Burrow, that type stuff could end up happening if they do not keep Zach Wilson protected. But other than that, I mean, the Jets, the only thing to talk about with the Jets is Zach Wilson. Other than that, I mean, they're the Jets. But the Patriots looked alright last week. They looked good. Other than the Damian Harris fumble, they would be 1-0 if it wasn't for a Damian Harris fumble. Mac Jones looked good. He made the throws he was supposed to. Looked efficient. What you're supposed to get from Mac Jones, pretty much. But I think the Patriots win this. I think it's gonna be closer than most people think, because the Patriots defense is still missing key players. And I don't believe in their offense to score too much. So I'm putting this game at 17-14 Patriots. Onto the Broncos Jaguars. This one not even close. Broncos are gonna blow the Jaguars out of the water. Jaguars are gonna get blown out 2 weeks in a row. Trevor Lawrence is gonna struggle again against this Broncos defense. Broncos defense with Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, Kareem Jackson. I mean, star-studded. And then their offense with Cortland Sutton, all their weapons on offense, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, Teddy Bridgewater is good enough he's a good enough quarterback with a really good defense and enough weapons around him on offense to get the job done. And I don't see the Jaguars defense. The Jaguars defense couldn't stop the Texans offense. I don't see them stopping the Broncos. I mean, if I had to give a prediction, I'd do 31-14, probably. 31-14. It's gonna be another blowout against the Jaguars, who are shaping up to honestly look like the worst team in football at the moment. Um, Bills Dolphins. This one it'll be close. But I think the Bills will have a bounce back week after going against probably the toughest or second toughest defense. And the Steelers. I think Josh Allen will bounce back. Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley. Their whole receiving core will look really good. Stephon Diggs and Xavier Howard will be a matchup to watch for sure. The Dolphins defense, I mean, you could see the Bills go 0-2 here because the Dolphins defense is that good. I just don't know if Tua can produce. Tua's still a big question mark. He's a big question mark. But I have the Bills winning this one 24-17. That's what I'm rocking with score-wise. Now, 49ers-Eagles. This is an interesting game. 49ers have some key injuries. Jason Verrett, Raheem Mostert. But Elijah Mitchell did good last week from the 49ers run offense. I mean, you could probably throw me in the 49ers run offense, and I would look pretty good. But the 49ers, I mean, it's going to be interesting to when Trey Lance takes over. Because Jimmy G did okay last week. He had the fumble early, which led to the Lions scoring the first touchdown. But, I mean, other than that, he looked efficient. He looked fine. Deebo Samuel was amazing other than his fumble at the end that almost gave the Lions a chance to come all the way back. Yeah, I don't know if the 49ers, I mean, they have a good defense. Not the best defense, but they have a good defense. And I mean, the Eagles, Jalen Hurts looked good. I think I saw a stat that his passes were on average traveling 3.7 yards past the line of scrimmage, and that's where they would get caught. So that's getting a young quarterback into the groove, getting him in a rhythm so he can make those better throws, like he had Devontae Smith where he caught that touchdown. Yeah, I think the Eagles, they'll be good. I mean, Jalen Hurts, mobile quarterback, athletic, can make plays if something breaks down, but also can just run their offense with the short throws, get them into rhythm, help out the running game with short throws. Yeah, I'm as much as I want the 49ers to win, I think the Eagles take this one. I'll give it 24-21 Eagles. Now, Rams Colts. Even though I severely dislike the Colts because I'm a Texans fan, no bias at all here. The Rams are going to blow out the Colts. Matthew Stafford looked great. He looked amazing in that Sunday night game. I mean, letting his arm just go, having the weapons around him. It was fun to watch. And the Rams have the best teams of football. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Marcus Williams, no, Darius Williams, something like that. But absolutely insane how good the Rams are all around. Matthew Stafford is that guy. He's always been that guy. He's just been very, very underappreciated because he's on the Lions. And moving over to the Colts, I mean, the Colts, they have a good defense, not a great defense or an above average defense. Like, they have a good defense. Carson Wentz looked okay. I mean, there was nothing stood out. He didn't do amazing as the Carson Wentz MVP time, but I mean, he did good. He did what he was supposed to. It's just the Colts defense let the Seahawks just have too many big plays, just let Russ cook, and ultimately, I mean, Carson Wentz needs help from his receivers. He's a big play guy. That's what he really needs. But this one, I'm going Rams 28, Colts 14. I think it's easy win for the Rams. Colts move to 0-2. Raiders Steelers. This is gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting. Raiders obviously coming off that wild Monday night game against the Ravens. Absolutely wild. one of the craziest endings. Also, the Manning brothers are hilarious. If you have not watched them on that broadcast, that is, I don't think I want to watch football any other way, honestly. But I this one is tough because I mean Derek Carr looked good. He looked like probably a top 10 quarterback in that game. He made throws he needed to. Looked really good. Um, Something that I just got a notification on my phone earlier, I believe. Yeah, they will not have Josh Jacobs, which shouldn't be too big of a blow. They still have Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake's their third down running back. They might have another running back to rotate in there. I don't know who their third string running back is. Um, but their offense should be good. Their defense worries me, but the Steelers' offense doesn't scare me, but the Steelers' defense scares me. So this one, it's a clash of the Raiders have a good offense against Steelers' good defense, and the Raiders have a pretty shitty defense against a not that great Steelers offense. So I don't know. It's gonna be a close game, but I think the Steelers defense makes enough plays for them to win this one, and I'm gonna go Steelers 21, Raiders 17. I think the Steelers just make enough plays on defense, put their offense in good spots to get points. Um, yeah, I think that's how that game will go. Bengals Bears. This was interesting. Andy Dalton revenge game, perhaps. I'm not too sure, but no, Andy Dalton and the Bears. I mean, they didn't look absolutely terrible against the Rams. I mean, they actually moved the ball a little bit. They look good. David Montgomery looked good. Allen Robinson looked good. I mean, other than playing against Jalen Ramsey, and he looked decent against Jalen Ramsey. Um, but yeah, the Bears' offense looked okay. I think when Justin Fields definitely gets into their offense, it'll bring a whole new dynamic because he'll bring the playmaking, the getting out of the pocket, fixing plays, and that'll definitely up their offense. And the Bears' defense, it's not the Bears' defense of old. It's not the outstanding, strongest part of their team anymore. I mean, they still have a decent defense, just not the same. And then the Bengals, Joe Burrow looked good. Joe Mixon looked really good. As long as if Joe Mixon can stay healthy, the Bengals, I don't think they're a playoff team, but they might have a positive record, maybe 9-8, 8-9. They'll be around that area if Joe Mixon stays healthy, because that's a massive help to their team. T. Higgins got hurt, but I think he came back in the second half. Jamar Chase looked good. Yeah, they just need to clean up their O-line a little bit, and their offense looks really good. Their defense, like I said in my tier list video, their defense needs work. I mean, they have Jesse Bates, one of the best safeties in the league, but other than that, their defense really needs some work. I mean, they were a Dalvin Cook fumble. If Dalvin Cook didn't fumble, they lose that game in overtime. But they made a play when it counted. Dalvin Cook fumbled, which it was a very close call. You could honestly argue either side if he was down or if he was not. It was a very close call. But Bengals get away with a dub there. If I had to, I want to believe in the Bengals here, but I'm gonna go Bears, and I'm gonna go Bears 17-14. Just because the Bengals defense does not impress me that much. Texans Browns. Texans are 1-0. Browns are 0-1. Texans played the worst team in the league. Browns played the best team in the league. This one's not close. Browns win this. I don't have to say much other as a Texans fan to know that we are probably going to get destroyed. The Browns were really good at stopping the Chiefs' running game last week, and that's kind of the whole Texans idea is we have our main three running backs, David Johnson, Philip Lindsay, Mark Ingram, that we want to rely on and rotate them in, and they're all going to get touches, and then Tyrod can work off some play action, and hopefully our running backs can put us in like decent situations on first down. But the Browns were really good at stopping the run last week, which is scary for the Texans. Um, but I mean, other than that, Browns looked really good against the Chiefs. I mean, the Chief, how you can't stop the Chiefs for that long. I still don't think you can stop the Chiefs for 4 quarters unless you're the Bucks, which the Bucks can actually match up with the Chiefs. I mean, Devin White can guard Kelsey. You have Winfield and their safeties actually, I mean, they actually can keep track of Tyreek Hill, stay on top of it. They can scheme very well. But Browns win this, probably going to be like 31-14. I don't see it being close as a Texans fan. Probably have to get moving a little faster here. We're at about 16 minutes. So I'm going to go... let's see, what are these next 3 games? I'm going to go speed round here for the next 3 games. Saints Panthers. I think it's gonna be Saints. It'll be closer than you think. Christian McCaffrey will have another good week. The Saints will see if they are the same team that beat the Packers. I mean, that was like a perfect game for them. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be Saints. I'll give it Saints 24, Panthers 21. Vikings Cardinals. Cardinals looked amazing in week 1. Their defense looked actually really good on the secondary side. Buda Baker, Byron Murphy, looks actually really good. Chandler Jones, obviously amazing. I mean, that's not going to be Chandler Jones every week, but he will still be that type of impact player. Vikings, very penalty prone. I saw a lot of penalties. Kirk Cousins threw for a lot, which is kind of crazy. I figured they would feed Dalvin Cook more. But I'll give this game to the Cardinals. I'm going to do 28-21 Cardinals. Cardinals offense is going to be amazing again. Falcons Bucks, not even a close game. Falcons looked not good, could not get the ball really moving. Bucks, Tom Brady looks 24. Gronk looks 25. Antonio Brown looks 25 again. I mean, they're all fighting Father Time. I don't know what they're doing in Tampa Bay, but it's crazy. Bucks, I'm gonna give Bucks 28, Vikings 14. We'll go ahead and cover Monday night game real quick, and then we'll come back to these 3 games. But Packers Lions, this is Packers easy. I don't care. Aaron Rodgers is not going to throw this game. He's done throwing a temper tantrum. He can finally get over himself and stop being petty. Packers win. Probably, I'll give it 28-14 as well. Packers. Titans Seahawks. Titans absolutely shit the bed last week. They gave up so many points to the Cardinals. Absolutely insane. But hopefully the Titans can have a bounce back against the Seahawks. I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll look good enough to where people won't question them as much. It'll be a close game. Seahawks, they look good. Russ looks good. Tyler Lockett looks good. DK's DK. Their defense actually looks okay. I'm not a big fan of Jamal Adams, but we'll see. We'll see. I might have to bite my words on that after this season. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Seahawks 24-23. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna come down to the final drive. Whoever has the ball last is gonna win. Cowboys Chargers. Justin Herbert's gonna have a field day with that Cowboys defense. Cowboys defense just looks lost. Justin Herbert's gonna have a field day. He's gonna absolutely go bonkers. Cowboys offense will also, I mean, they'll do good against the Chargers defense, but I mean, Derwin James, Joe Bosa, they have the people on defense to at least get a couple stops, and that's all they're gonna need to beat the Cowboys defense, because I don't think the Cowboys defense will get a stop. Other than some lucky turnovers, I see the Cowboys stopping the Chargers offense twice. If that. But yeah, I give Chargers this one. It's gonna be a good old fashioned shootout, I think. I'm gonna give the Chargers this one 31-28. Chargers winning this one. Chiefs Ravens. Ravens have been absolutely destroyed by injuries. I mean, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, they don't even have their top 3 running backs anymore. Ronnie Stanley is going to be out for this week. not good. Um, I don't see the Ravens. Also, the Ravens without Marcus Peters, they can't keep up with the Chiefs' offense. The Chiefs' offense, not very many people can keep up with the Chiefs' offense. I'm actually barely anyone other than the Bucks in the Super Bowl can keep up with the Chiefs' offense. So I don't even think this will be too close. I think it's going to be Chiefs. Give them 31, Ravens 21. And yeah, that is going to be my recap of Thursday Night Football and all my predictions for week 2. Make sure to like and subscribe. Drop any comments down below if you disagree, agree, want to talk any football. I want to get like a football podcast going. Hopefully, I can get some of my friends in on it. But yeah, hopefully I can do like a football podcast maybe once a week. That'll be on my Twitch channel, Minsar. It'll be linked in the description. Follow me on Twitter. I'll keep updates on if I can get that podcast rolling. Because I love football. I love talking football. And I have a couple friends that really enjoy football too, that would love to talk about it. We have differing opinions on some things. We agree on some, as most football fans do. And I mean, on that podcast, my plan is, talk about football news, the upcoming week's matchups, even talk some fantasy football, because we are in a league. My friends are doing a league, so I lost my week 1. Unfortunate, but that's okay. So yeah, I will see you guys next week. I'll probably do a recap. I'll try and get a recap out by Wednesday of all the games from this week 2. Get a recap out on Wednesday probably, and then hopefully I can get the podcast on one day next week, and that'll be over on Twitch. But yeah, other than that, peace out. Thanks for watching. See you guys.